Hello, friends. I just realized that a friend from childhood, or actually a friend of a friend from high school, um, is um, is a professor who has written a couple of very interesting, provoking books on the Middle East. And his name is Dr. John Collins, and he teaches at a small university in the United States. And um, from reading the Amazon and some of the descriptions of some of he's written two books, full books, and he's contributed to others. His first book is called Occupied by Memory, the Intifada Generation and Palestinian State of Emergency. Intifada, rather. And he explores the memories of the first Palestinian Intifada based on extensive interviews with members of the Intifada generation, those who were between 10 and 18 years old when the Intifada began in 1987. The book provides a detailed look at the Intifada memories of ordinary Palestinians. These personal stories are presented as part of a complex and politically charged discursive field through which young Palestinians are invested with meaning by scholars, journalists, politicians, and other observers. And according to one review, what emerges from the memories is a sense of a generation caught between a past that is simultaneously traumatic, empowering, and exciting, and a future that is perpetually uncertain. In this sense, Collins argues that understanding the stories and the struggles of the Intifada generation is a key to understanding the ongoing state of emergency for the Palestinian people. The book will be of interest not only to scholars of the Middle East, but also to those interested in nationalism, discourse analysis, social movements, and oral history. Who wouldn't be interested in a book like this? I just ordered it from Amazon. It was like $9. And he's got a brand new one out, too. Trying to find that one. I don't see that one right away. But yeah, Dr. John Collins is a very interesting guy. He's a professor of global studies at St. Lawrence University. He's also co-editor with Ross Glover of Collateral Language, a user's guide to America's New War. Now, Professor Collins, I remember him as a very young man, and he was very curious and polite, and just a very good disposition. You could kind of see an interesting person developing already, even at the age of 14, 15. He would attend some of our parties when we were in high school, and he was like he wouldn't be drinking or anything, but he'd be, attending parties. He was like 7th grade or something. Yeah, interesting to see somebody flourish intellectually like that. Pretty cool stuff. The book is NYU Press, and he's also started an interesting group on Facebook called The Weave. The Weave is always looking for people who want to contribute to our project. Take a look at our website and contact us if you want to get involved. The Weave seeks to contribute to positive social change and the cultivation of an informed citizenry by providing critical perspectives on important issues, processes, and voices that are not receiving sufficient public attention. Originally created at St. Lawrence University and inspired by the example of projects such as War News Radio, Project Censored, and Dropping Knowledge, The Weave is a small but determined response to media consolidation, the concentration of more and more media power in fewer and fewer hands, and the failures of mainstream media to provide the depth of information and breadth of perspectives that are crucial to a healthy democratic culture. Public intellectual work, and this is one of the core principles, public intellectual work. We believe that people who have access to information, higher education, institutional resources, and other forms of socioeconomic privilege have a responsibility to share the knowledge they are generating with broader publics. Responsible representation, a more just world, is a world where public debate is not dominated by the small number of people who make up the world's political and economic elites. Given the structural deficiencies of the mainstream media and their tendency to privilege the perspectives of these elites, we make it a priority to look for underrepresented voices and highlight those voices in our work. Some other purposes are citizen journalism. We are not professional journalists. Now more than ever, there is a need for concerned citizens to create new spaces for dialogue and the sharing of new ideas. Citizen journalism is built on the belief that if the mainstream media are falling down on the job, we should go elsewhere for our information. We should actively get involved in the process of disseminating the information we find. Disseminating information. That's a great thing. Let's see. Democratic dialogue is another great goal of the group. Real democracy requires not only democratic access to information, but also the kind of deep and meaningful dialogue that promotes listening, learning, and empowerment. For this reason, we provide space for commentary on all of our comment and encourage our writers to engage in critical but respectful dialogue with our readers. Social justice is another one. We are committed to working to transform the persistent forms of hierarchy, injustice, and inequality that characterize our world. We also believe that we cannot develop ethical, effective strategies for creating positive social change unless we learn to, quote, seek out and take seriously a wide range of perspectives on pressing social issues. So there it is. So very cool. Very cool. So if you have a chance, it's a site on Facebook called The Weave. You can like it. And if you believe in some of these principles and not purely a corporate understanding of the world or a simple corporate paradigm like Mitt Romney is proposing. So there you go. So that's some stuff on Facebook, and especially very motivated by what Professor John Collins is doing. And one of his books is called Occupied by Memory, and I can't remember what the other book is actually called. I try to look it up here on. I don't think it's showing here. I think I got it from his bio at St. Lawrence. But he's got a brand new book. Oh, there it is. He's got a brand new book called Global Palestine. Recently co-published in London and New York by Hearst and Columbia University Press, it uses the category of settler colonialism to explore the globalization of Palestine and the Palestinization of the globe. So there it is, Global Palestine. Dr. John Collins, an original member of the department, he says he's deeply committed to the exciting interdisciplinary work of teaching and learning that we do in global studies. He says, I can't imagine teaching anywhere else. All of my classes are designed to help students develop the critical tools, critical thinking that is necessary to be informed, self-aware, and active members of the global community. Themes that I cover in my classes include globalization, nationalism, colonialism, violence, memory, political activism, and media criticism. So, yep, pretty interesting guy, to say the least. I think he's a guitar player, too, which makes it even cooler. So there it is, Dr. John Collins. Look him up. Pretty cool guy. And I plan to enjoy his first book and then maybe even get his second book for Christmas or something. So, all right. So I wanted to find a little bit more about this Global Palestine. I think there's something on the web on that. Yeah, there it is. Global Palestine offers a unique perspective on one of the world's most enduring political controversies by exploring a deceptively simple question: what does Palestine mean for the globe? The globe begins from three overlapping premises. First, contemporary Palestine is the site of an ongoing project of settler colonization. Second, as a growing movement of international solidarity indicates, Palestine's global importance seems to be increasing in inverse proportion to the amount of territory actually controlled by the Palestinians. And third, understanding why and how Palestine matters globally requires situating the local struggle over Palestine in relation to a series of global processes that shape the conditions within which all of us live our lives, including the four processes that underpin this book: colonization, securitization, acceleration, and occupation. Far from being influenced by these processes, Palestine has served as a laboratory for many of them, pushing them forward in profound ways. So there you go. There's another one, Global Palestine. Look it up. Or maybe an Amazon site for this as well. So I hope everybody's having a good weekend, and till next time, I hope you have a great day and enjoy the. It's supposed to be in Wisconsin. It's supposed to be mid to upper 60s this weekend and sunny. So can't wait. I'm looking out the window now, seeing clouds. Hopefully it'll change. Have a good day.